Okay, welcome. This is Said Ahmed. So in this video, what I will do, I will execute some Python unit tests in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so Python unit test execute inside Visual Studio Code. So yes, you need the Visual Studio Code, and when you work with the Visual Studio Code, you need the Python extension for Visual Studio Code. After you install, it will be good. And yes, unit test framework, that what we will use. Unit test framework, it will come as part of the extension. At least that's what I found. Okay, let's add some tests. Okay, I believe you can see my screen. I have added a folder with some tests. Okay, this is the test, right? So we're using unit test. So we need to import unit test because it gives us the Python built-in classes that will help us to do unit testing, right? One of the important class is the test case, right? Unit test case, right? Unit test case. Okay, so yeah, we can import it. We can use whatever method this test case class gives for testing purpose, right? And let's say assert equal is one of the thing that we use for testing. It tests if two things are equal, right? So two things mean this is one thing, and after comma, that is one another thing, right? So this is one thing and this is another thing. Assert equal, right? Assert equal, it will compare two things. We're just testing, right? Testing if these two things are equal or not, right? There is another assert true, assert not equal, all those things are there. Okay, so we have written a code and it does addition of two numbers, right? To addition, and then it gives us the number back. So for 4 and 5, it is supposed to give us 9 back, but we're comparing 9 with 19, whether they're matching or not, right? But ideally, we're supposed to be doing this, right? Because we already know from this program requirements or this that 9 is supposed to be the output, right? So in that case, assert equal, usually that's the test that we do, but for the explanation purpose, we kept it 19, right? So yes, if you want to write some unit test for particular functions or not, to start with, yes, this is you can just follow this exact procedure, right? Exact thing. Then add a testing method for what you are testing, and then you can use the assert equal or assert not equal. Let's see. So if I say find maximum of a list of numbers, right? So def find maximum, right? Find maximum list of numbers. Return max of list of numbers, right? Okay, actually my original goal was to show how you execute unit test in Visual Studio Code. I probably was not planning to show this all these things. Let's say test find maximum, right? Okay, now anyway, it doesn't have to match exactly, but I think it has to match here, right? Three, 420. So we're testing if find maximum, whatever it gives back, it is equal to 20. So you know how to write a test method, right? Usually in unit test, you need to start the method name with test. That's how it knows that it's the method that is used for testing. Okay. So now it is there. Now you want to execute this test, right? So in that case, first of all, you need to configure. You need to configure the test environment for unit test. So let's go view and then testing, right? Python at this moment, it does not know that what is the code, whether it's for testing code or not. But when you go to the view result, only then it gives you this thing. Now it actually, I probably it's better that I just show a little bit more, because it looks like it did not show one of the step, because just right now I tried to change something, right? I changed something, so it did not show one steps. Let me see if I remove all the configuration, whether it allows. Okay, but I already selected the folder. Okay, let me see. I can show it in another folder. Okay, I was trying to copy some code. Copy, and then I'm just copying the same code in a different folder. Let's see, Visual Studio Code, right? File, close project. Okay. Open. Okay, let me see. So PyCharm, search projects, new project, open. I actually want to open some folder. Let me see. Let me type the path and then I will come back. Okay, I have to see if still it is sharing my screen or not. It looks like stop share, and then I will share the screen again. Okay, it is the same code, right? Let's see. View, testing. Okay, it looks like it kept my previous settings. It kept my previous settings. So close all. Don't save. File, close folder. And then file, open folder. It looks like it's getting into the wrong direction. Okay, let's say select folder. I trust the authors. Okay, view. The main purpose is I'm trying to bring the Python environment configuration options on the left side, because I just used it before. So it's probably is not showing me. Okay, that's what you see, right? So yeah, all this effort was just to bring this configure Python test, right? So unit test, right? The unit test framework and the root directory. Let's root directory. Usually you want to put test unit, right? That directory. What is the file name that will be used for the testing? Say I used IntSuite test. Okay, so this is it. It looks like I saved something. I changed something and then test find minimum. Okay, let's try this one, right? So I already explained the I wrote find maximum, it is just the find minimum, it's a different issue. Okay, so we want to execute, right? So 4, 5, 10, and we are just trying to assert equally if find minimum gives us 35 or not, and if find minimum gives us 10 or not, we're just trying to. Okay, so in terms of execution, yes, as long as you configure it, it will come like this. Then run test. So let's see. This is how it shows in Visual Studio Code in the failure. Right, it is showing that there is a failure here, 9 not equals to 10. It is the assert equal this test add 1. It did not match, right? If you want, you can see it in a editor. See it in the editor, or you can, let's see, go to the next test failure. Okay. So the find minimum, I think find minimum found 12, but we are comparing with whether it's 35 or not. Okay, so you can see it here, right? And also you see some options here. I think you'll be able to use some such window, and here you can also see the previous test execution and the corresponding result, right? Let's see, let's go to the winning. So this is the second test failure that they're showing in the window. Okay. Let's we're not debugging. So let's run it again. Okay. Clear all results. Open editor. Okay, let's see if I go here. I think you see it. You see it. Okay. Okay, you can see there is something test results in the bottom as well. I think it was just up. It was, I think it was like this, so I did not see it so far. So it is here test result. Okay. Okay. Now the test result is there. So you can see it there, right? Let's see if I put it 12 and if I put it 9 and then I save it and then again I execute. Okay, it just says total number of tests run passed 0, right? You can see some summary sometimes. Okay. Okay, the summary is here. Tests failed. Okay. Okay. So to come from the beginning, yes, you write the test and then you go to the view testing, then something comes on the left side. So you click on the configure and then you select the unit test, and for us we just showed that it's under the root folder, and then we see what files are test files. We selected ending with test, and then this comes like this. Then this is the run, and then another dialog comes, another window comes where it shows, and we can go to the next test failure. And we also saw that there is some test results at the bottom. that shows you some details of current tests and the previous tests. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.